Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the Space Revolution 3000 trilogy. This trilogy was entirely created by the incredibly talented students of Garfield School. Everything you'll hear is the product of creativity and collaboration from our wonderful students. From brainstorming and playwriting to performing and sound effects, these students have been a part of it all. We hope you enjoy. Here is Space Revolution 3000, the search for H2O.
The year is Space Revolution 3000, known to locals in the Milky Way galaxy and the Celestian Trinity as 3000 SR. Space travel has surpassed limits previously unthought of. Inhabitants of the Republic of Earth and her surrounding celestial bodies, or the RESCB, have united with the Celestian Trinity, a trio of galaxies discovered in the 1032 SR. Together they have formed an alliance called the Cluster. The cluster is mightier than Mothrax, the strongest mineral in the cluster, found on the planet Traz, and protected by the Trazian people. It is there that we begin our story.
Captain, we are approaching our destination.
Thank you, C3VO.
My technical title is Carpathian 3 version 0.
Yes, but C3VO is much easier.
Destination Traz, located in the Haverflip Galaxy, in the Celestian Trinity, the biggest planet and the smallest population in the galaxy. Traz is known for her large bodies of H2O and for the Mothrax that forms under those waters.
Yes, I know. You don't need to keep reminding me. RESCB H2O team, we're approaching Traz. All members to the nav.
Dr. Serena next. Present, sir.
And your brother Marv. No doctor, but almost as smart.
Beep boop. Ogle's here, and so is the computer in his brain. Beep boop.
You're a cyborg, not a robot, Ogle. Enough with the beep boop.
You got it, Captain. Enough with the beep boops. Beep beep.
And where's Representative Glendale Sanderson, the 16th?
Right here, sir.
Whoa, you snuck up on me! Don't do that again. I hate surprises. Now, I've called you into the nav because we are about to land on Traz. Remember, this is a delicate mission, so proceed with respect and caution. Force and violence are to be avoided at all costs. These are our allies, and their water is incredibly important for us.
Of course, Captain.
You got it, Buster.
It's a beepy for me.
Captain, we are entering Traz's atmosphere. Landfall in T-minus 60 seconds.
Dr. Serena and Glendale to the launch pad. I want you two as our welcoming party.
Of course, Captain.
Ogle, connect with C3PO for an assisted landing.
Ogle connecting.
And Marv,
Wherever you need me, Captain, I'm there.
just stand by me and look important.
Can do, Cap. I'm only a heavily awarded astroengineer, 3 times commended by the RESCB appointed president, but I can stand by you and look important.
30 seconds.
When we land, I want everyone to join Dr. Serena and Glendale at the launch pad. After introductions, I'll take over. I have met the members of the Traz leaderboard many times, so let me handle negotiations. This should go smoothly and quickly. No issues, right? No issues.
No issues, Walter.
Captain Walter, Marv?
No issues, Captain. One issue, Captain.
What?
There's some interference with C3VO. I disconnected and I think she's offline.
Offline? How can that be?
What a question.
I'll handle it. A manual landing is just fine.
Good catch, Ogle. Crash landing might not have been best for trade negotiations.
I've never been a part of negotiations, but I think you might be right, Marv.
Alright. And... Landed.
Nice job, Cap.
Everyone to the launch pad. And quickly. Let's get this started.
Just to make sure I understand you correctly, you want us to supply you with endless amount of H2O?
Correct.
Well, technically, yes. We would work the supply chain. With your permission, we would construct the transportation method to get the water pass to Earth. We would maintain the pipeline. All we're asking is your permission. We'll provide Traz with something in return.
A favor?
If that is what you desire, Leader Toop.
I am Troop. That is theft.
Ah, my mistake.
And I am Trash, and together we make the
Traz
Traz Leaderboard.
Yes, of course.
Do we have a deal?
Let us confer.
Please make yourself comfortable in our waiting room.
Let us away.
That sounds good.
It sounds like nothing, and they're just disgusting, and they better say yes. The last of Earth's water supply is running out quickly. Nearly everything is left toxic. If we return without this water, well, we might as well not return.
They say no.
We have returned.
Your conference took less than 20 seconds.
You are correct.
We have decided our water.
Is yours.
To use.
For our favor.
We call for your aid another time.
Wait a minute.
Yes, of course. We are in your debt. RESCB owes you. When can construction begin?
Immediately.
We hope you can work quickly.
Luck to you.
This was a bad idea.
No, this was necessary.
We're indebted to Traz now.
They are our ally. An old favorite is the least we could do for their water. Without it, Earth will decay.
We could figure out something else.
There's no time for that. Marv, how are the schematics looking for the pipeline?
Well, it's a work in progress, emphasis on work, but I think by tomorrow we'll be able to start construction. Ogle, how are the calculations?
Nearly done.
Great. And the androids are charged?
B for combination. They'll be ready to start building tomorrow.
Good. Serena, finish testing this water quality. You have the earthen samples for comparison?
Affirmative.
Good. Let's do this quickly. There's no time to lose.
So far we lost 4 android batteries. We only have 36 left.
4 batteries?
Yep, just gone. Ogle disconnects from the android and then we find it at the pipeline. Battery missing and compartment wide open.
Sabotage?
It certainly seems like it.
Who would want to sabotage the pipeline?
I'm not sure, but perhaps we can
Captain, Ogle's lost another 2 androids.
2 more batteries?
Not this time. The whole android just gone, dropped off Ogle's radar.
This doesn't make any sense. Marv, Representative Glendale, I'm leaving you two in charge of figuring out what's happening and overseeing the completion of the pipeline. Are we still on schedule?
Yes, Cap. Should be completed in 2 days.
Good. Solve this sabotage problem. I don't want any more hiccups. Dr. Serena, how are comparisons going?
Good. The water here is perfectly clean. Cleaner than Earth has seen in a long, long time. I did find something interesting, though. The Earth sample. Do you remember the cause of the pollution?
An accident. An explosion at one of the underwater power plants that led to mass leaking of toxic waste into the oceans. From there, it spread like crazy.
That's what we thought. My newest round of testing makes me wonder. There's an unknown component in the water.
An unknown component?
Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'll do some more testing before I voice my theory.
Everything has gone as planned.
With Ogle, Glendale, and myself on lookout, we haven't lost any more androids or batteries.
And the pipeline is finished. We sent 30 gallons along as a test. Earth will notify us once they've received it, which should be in a few minutes.
That's wonderful news.
Forgive our intrusion.
We have received word.
That your pipeline is completed.
Yes, indeed it is.
What a miraculous work of astroengineering.
Designed by yours truly.
What a fine specimen indeed.
Thank you.
Captain, I have received a message from the RESCB station E12. Quote, the water has arrived. Initial tests indicate water is potable and clean. Unquote.
Woo! Thank you, C3PO. Well done, everyone. We've saved Earth.
Wait, Captain! I just finished some tests on the Earthen sample. Do you remember the unknown component?
Well, of course I do.
It's not an Earthen substance.
What do you mean?
The pollution and toxins in the Earth's natural waters, they're not from Earth.
If they're not from Earth...
Well, that must mean...
An enemy planet intentionally poisoned our water. Sabotage, a newly crafted pipeline, a mysterious favor owed to allies, and an unknown nemesis. The RESCB H2O resource team still has many unanswered questions. We'll get to those eventually.
Space Revolution 3000, The Search for H2O, was produced by Radio on the Lake Theater in partnership with the Center for Arts-Inspired Learning. Marcos Carrero played Ogle and Theth. Davina Danpal played Dr. Serena Nix. Ronald Graff played the narrator and Captain Walter Wash. Brian Munoz played C3VO and Representative Glendale. Jonathan Ortiz played Marv Nix and Toop, and Miss Jessie played Tresh. Production assistants for this play were Peyton Amerla, Kira Singleton, Alexis Weaver, Kaylee Baranek, and Gabby Ortiz. Radio on the Lake Theater's teaching artist M. Beer wrote this script, and it was directed by teaching artist Jesse Ugasini. Artistic director John Watts was the sound effects artist and editor. Radio on the Lake Theater would like to thank the Center for Arts-Inspired Learning, Principal Bosley, Vice Principal Geiling, and the rest of the incredible staff at Garfield School for their participation and support in this series. Thanks for listening!